the other side, they said, my husband assaulted me over sex, naked wife confesses.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Apparently, sex, denying your partner of sex could...
you must have done something wrong for her to have even, made that decision in the first place. And even that, if there's no cause for it and she says, I am not ready to do it at this point in time, why should that be a problem?
Why should that be a problem?
I don't get it.
I know, and you see, a lot of the times when you listen to counselors, when you listen to some men of God, some women of God, unfortunately, one of the major things that they talk about when it comes to a woman being a wife in her home is you always have to be readily available to give sex to your husband.
Whose law is that? Whose idea is that?
And unfortunately, I think that a lot of men are misinterpreting that and are being selfish in relation to that.
Maybe extreme.
That whenever he wants it, you're supposed to give it to him.
But
why do we as women always have to be the ones to be bearing the brunt at the end of the day?
It's not supposed
Why do we always have to be the ones to be sacrificing ourselves? Why do we always have to be the ones to be the selfless individuals in a relationship, in a marriage?
It's not supposed to be the case. Under no circumstances should anybody feel like a woman is,
is it a sin to not be in the mood for sex? Is it a sin that she's not feeling herself and so she wouldn't want to? I don't know why this is even a thing. And honestly speaking, anytime I hear counselors say that, I'm a bit on the edge when I hear them say that because there are circumstances, women, the last time I was saying this on my show, on Let's Talk, that unfortunately, it's something that we know, that women will go through 4 different phases in a month. Yeah. 4 different phases in an entire month.
Very stressful.
We have 4 different personalities. 4, sometimes even more, in a month. So imagine being with a man who doesn't understand and appreciate and accept and see that indeed this is what women go through. Because for our bodies to prepare itself to give you a baby, it goes through a lot throughout the entire month. And it affects our mood. It affects our mental health. It affects our physical look. It affects everything. But a lot of men do not see that. A lot of men do not appreciate it. A lot of men do not want to be that support system for women.
Yeah.
Every time we rather have to be the ones to be supporting you and...
it's not right.
It's not right. It's really not right. I hope that... Can we try and get the video of the woman, the 32-year-old woman? Okay, so we'll do our very best to get you the video of the 32-year-old woman, narrating exactly what happened before her husband decided to beat her black and blue.
Justice must be served in this case. We are all supposed to know what happens to this man at the end of the day. You understand? Because you didn't go for somebody's daughter and say that, okay, I want to live with you, and eventually turn the person into, some headmaster and student or, whatever relationship. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. And I feel, I am excited also for the fact that if you check the conversation that has been around this, there are people who have been very strong, in terms of defending the woman's position, and calling out the man for doing what he did. And so I am beginning to understand that many people now see these things differently. On the other side, somebody might just be out there and be criticizing this woman. She may have done that, she may have done that. But even if she
doesn't warrant that.
You don't disrespect. And that's how I want to put it. You don't disrespect a woman in that manner. No, it is unacceptable.
Some African men, some Ghanaian men, even after a woman has given birth, you see, a lot of them have not come to the understanding of what a woman's body goes through before childbirth, during carrying a child, and after delivery. A lot of men do not understand that our bodies go through a lot. So if a woman is able to bear your child, carry your child, 9 months, sometimes, look at this entire month is preterm babies month. And so every Tuesday we'll be talking about preterm babies. The fathers do not really feel the pain, the confusion as much as the mothers do. all the fathers can do is to be there and say, everything is going to be okay, do not worry. Our beautiful lady who came to share her story here on Tuesday, she had an amazing man who was supporting her, who kept on giving her assurances, who kept on giving her positive, words, positive affirmations, just to keep her going. But at the end of the day, her emotions, her psyche, her mental health, it was being affected on all levels. But you as a man, you would not understand because it wasn't you who was carrying the child.
Yeah.
And it's so sad that we, again and again, we have to be talking about instances like this. We have to be talking about situations like this. On Tuesday on Let's Talk, I said something that unfortunately a lot of parents have not done good with the way they trained and brought up their sons. The kind of upbringing they gave their sons. The kind of mentality that they put into their sons. How they are supposed to see women. Because unfortunately, when you go to a typical Ghanaian home, you find the boys playing ball, hanging out with their friends, doing all, and then the girl, right after school, hey, konako chuchi nchensi. Hey, where's the school uniform no? Yeah. So it's like automatically, that's how a typical Ghanaian home is being run. And so boys grow up feeling that the woman is always supposed to be in the kitchen. Yes, we may end up, we may be going to school. We have equal opportunities to be going to school and everything. But it doesn't mean that when it comes to home, we have equal opportunities. Yeah. Which is bad. Yeah. Which is sad. Parents, teach your boys to know how to change more as well.
Very, very, very necessary.
Teach your boys how to clean their rooms. Teach your boys how to fold their clothes. Teach your boys how to this thing is so much. There's
take
so
care
much
of their things and themselves.
Taking care of themselves, taking care
Don't
of...
make it a woman responsibility.
Yes, do not.
It's not.
It's high time we stop. We want you to join in the conversation, okay? Our phone number is currently on the screen. Pick it up. Call and join in the conversation. What do you make of domestic abuse? What do you have to say? Let's not just narrow it to the situation that is currently trending on social media. Yesterday, KMJ, I chanced on a very heartbreaking story where a 13-year-old has been beaten by her own parents to death over food right here in Ghana.
So
over food.
Do they not see it when they are inflicting pains on these kids to that point? Like even when you get to know that the child is struggling and may just leave or die
over food.
They don't see it?
You know what, Kay, I think we have a first caller. I'll give you details of that story, but Kay, we have our first caller. I think Sule, calling from Ashaman.
Sule.
Hello, KMG.
How are you doing, my brother?
I'm fine, sir. How are you too?
I'm well, thanks for asking. We're here.
It's been a long time. I'm calling from Ashama. My name is Sule.
Great. Please go ahead. I'm sure you have also seen the images and all the videos that have been out there.
Yeah, the very day I saw it, in fact, I was very mad. I think this man needs to be castrated. Kim, did you agree with me?
Yeah.
I do. What he did is barbaric. I mean, it's disrespect to women, and I don't like that. I don't think like that.
Very bad. You see, our problem here in Ghana is when such things happen like this, you will see especially I'm very disappointed in the police because from the video I heard, the woman was saying she made a complaint several times. The police didn't take any action. They have to investigate. If it is true, the woman did a complaint to police and the police didn't investigate. They have to
issue a statement on that. They have to prove to us that it was true or not.
Yes, of course. I am very sad when I saw the video. Very, very bad. Because at least all of us, we have sisters or brothers or our wives and this. And when you do something to women, it's very bad.
Yeah.
All of us came out of women.
Key. So very, very important.
Really I'm looking forward for what they'll do to this guy. At least 5 years sentence. I think that will do. And I'll be happy when they sentence this man. Thank you.
Very well. Thank you very much. We're all waiting for that, decision that the court will arrive at, because seriously, we have to take this, to a different level, because it's not fair to women. You understand? If yes, we understand. Okay. Okay, I was thinking we have another person, but we're going to try and see. If you can also give us a call and let us know what you think. Share your thought with us. You can call us. Our numbers are on your screens. You can just give us a call. Let us know. The biggest highlight for this week, we're looking at the man that treated a woman very, very, very badly. And you can share your thought with us. I'm sure you've also seen the videos and all that. And we're still hoping that Ghana Police will issue a statement on that, because if she made multiple reports and all those ones were not attended to, who was there? Why did the person refuse not to attend to that, reports? We have to know all of that. We deserve to know all of that. Let's go to Adenta. I think we have, who do we have at Adenta? Okay. Percy, right? Or Percy? Mercy. Okay, Mercy. Good morning.
Good morning. Please, how are you?
I'm very well. Thanks for asking yourself.
I'm doing very well.
Awesome.
I had the same... Hello. Good morning. Please, how are you?
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
We thank God. I wanted to say something about this issue. I have an issue with my husband, my ex-husband. Probably, I think, is it on Monday? It happened just this Monday. And we were having I traveled to a funeral. And when I was coming on the way, my husband called me and started insulting me on the way with a certain woman. And they came and parked in front of my house. So the issue when we went to the DOSU, sometimes when you have this kind of issue, when you send to the police station or DOSU, they don't help us. They will turn the issue all around that you're supposed to have evidence. And if you come and you are saying things and you don't have evidence, we deal with evidence. You see, and I know the person, this is what he's doing to me. So you people probably have to talk to the man. Please, there is a law here. Don't be beating her. Don't be doing this. So this Monday when I came back, we were having arguments in front of my house. And she was a lady sitting beside her. And she was, when I said, why are you disrespecting me? And I'm your baby mama. I have kids with you. At least probably if you have an issue with me, let me come out and come and talk to me. My ex-husband got angry. It's not easy. Start beating me, slapping my face, beating my head and those things. And my kids were standing there. No evidence. So the driver, I came with him. The driver supposed to use his phone to record. The driver forgot because he wanted to separate me and him.
Yeah.
We went, yes, that's what happened. So I have to, in the night, I have to go with the kids and the driver and go to the Adenta Police Station. They said this is a family distance, so we should go to the DOSU. And the driver sent me and we went there. When we went there, I went and gave the statement. So they decided that we should come another day. And we went. When we went, my own case, he know what he did is not right. He polluted my son 12 years boy that he should go and stand there and say, I was the one attacking, blah, blah.
You don't say.
My issue when I went, they supposed, all my hands was bruised. So it's like, they didn't say anything. They said, this is what you did. And I told them that when you say kids can say the truth, you must know that parents too can confuse children or lie to children that go and say this and go and do that. So they are not starting us. They went there, they started, don't attack people, you know the law, blah, blah, and they just leave the matter and they just bail the man. They didn't even put the man in the prison and say, sign bond or do something. And they just, so anytime look at the man, this is the second time. So the first one went with the evidence. I went with it, they said that one is passed. But you're supposed to use this one and even the current one. You see, so please, the government should do something about it before the man will start killing us. We are no more there, but I think he has the right. And if he's living in the state and you know the rules are there, you can't beat a woman, you can't insult. But they know when they come to this country, they know the law is not working. Even these police people and this thing, they will go and give them money and pay this also and this all over. So they are not helping us. So the family have to come in and the man is there free, doing what they want.
All right, Mercy, we'll start with you, and we're sorry for that. I don't know. And you see, the thing is this: if a man is well, you can be an ex and still be responsible for the upkeep of the kids, right? So if a man is taking responsibility of a child,
he has no respect.
That's the point. And again, influencing the child to go and lie or say anything otherwise to favor him is easy.
And that
because he can use you pay your school fees or anything.
Stop calling him a man. He's not a man.
Boy, come on.
He's not a man.
Come on.
No man would do this, most especially in front of your own children. You wouldn't degrade, demean your wife or your ex-wife or the mother of your children in that manner. That is not a man.
Man.
You cannot call yourself a man.
And there are many stories.
But man is totally and completely out of that. It's out of the context, KMJ.
Yeah.
Okay. Hi. We have Habib. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you, Habib?
I'm fine.
Okay. Yeah, we are doing well. Kindly talk to us.
Okay. I saw the video about the guy who's beating his wife. I think it's not right. He has to be dealt with. But since I've been watching these programs, I didn't hear the guy's side of the story. I didn't hear anything about him. And I don't know.
As in his side of the story?
Yeah.
The man who's been arrested?
Yeah, the guy who's been arrested.
Oh, he's in the grips of the police, so nobody has heard his side of the story.
Yeah, but I've been hearing you talking, telling us that of the woman's side and blah, blah, blah. So I don't know. Are you not interested of his side too?
Not at all. For the fact that he raised his hand on the woman, that alone is enough.
Yeah. But since you are telling us the woman's side, you should be telling us the side too. Because a lot is happening. I know what he did was not right. What might trigger that one?
Habib, can I ask you a question?
I'm listening.
Are you in a relationship? Are you married?
Yeah.
Okay. If, for instance, it's just an example. If your wife should cheat on you, do you think that she deserves to be beaten up by you? Although what she did was terrible by cheating on you. But do you think that it would be right for you to hit her?
It's not right.
Thank you.
It's not right. That's why I've been asking for his side of the story, because this thing is happening. Why is it happening? You should be educating the woman to know this thing will lead to so many of them. We are just like, a lot of men are just in silence. You can't talk. But there are a lot of things happening. Some of us may control.
Fortunately, regardless of what it may be, violence is never a solution. Violence can never be a solution. This is a typical example of he being violent, and now look at his life. He's in the grips of the police. Whereas maybe whatever the issue could have been or was, it could have been properly discussed and something could have been done about whatever the issue was. But somebody decided to be violent. And so violence is never the issue, no matter what the situation is. But thank you, Habib. We do agree with you that it's important to listen to both sides of the story. Thank you for calling. All right. You can also call into the show. Do you have an experience? Do you have anything that you want to share in relation to domestic abuse, domestic violence? We would love to hear your voices. We had Mercy call in and share her experience, which happened just this Monday with her ex-husband. And we hope that she gets the help that she needs. We will really hope and pray that she does. But then you can also call and share your experience. You voicing out your experience could be helping somebody out there. So do not hesitate to call into the show and share your story with us. Okay, Kay, I think we have another caller, Abdullah.
Yeah, Abdullah, all the way in Tamale. Abdullah, good morning.
Good morning.
I hope you're good.
Yeah, I'm feeling good. How are you too?
We're very well, thank you. Please go ahead.
I'm enjoying your program.
Thank you so much. We appreciate you.
Okay. I think I last saw the footage that the man is beating his wife. I was not happy. Because if you have a sister and she's married and someone treated her like that, will you be happy? You will not be happy. Because you're not happy for someone to treat your sister like that. So don't do the same thing to someone's sister. She's a woman, but if she cheats on you and you find out that she cheats on you, allow her to go talk to the parents. But don't beat her like an animal. It's not fair. We shouldn't treat our wives like that. They are not donkeys, they are not animals. They are not like us. As a good man, you want to treat your wife as your sister. Because she's a sister to you, she's your sister, she's your mother. Although it's give birth to you, but who is feeding you? So you have to treat your wife as your mother. It's so good. I know this is Africa. We have our traditional way, the way we handle our wives. But we have to be good. Although I'm not a Christian, but the Bible, the Christian have to take care of their wives. Because in our region, my book tells me that if you want to beat your wife, find a broom, wrap it with a cotton, and hit it on her leg, not the body, the leg. The book telling that.
Even that, there's no justification for it. I mean, you see, and the thing is this: if you have your kids around watching you do that, they're gonna think that it's a good thing to do. They also grow up and decide to do the same thing to a woman, even if they feel there's a way they can do it without hurting the woman because they want to wrap some cotton around it, and so there's no justification for that. There's a reason why the person is your partner. So if you can't sit down with the person and say, A, B, C, D, you did is not good, next time don't do it again. There are authorities that were involved in you getting the person's hand in marriage. You can equally go and report to the people and tell them, my wife has been doing this, and as a family, I want to report to you guys because it's getting out of hands. Then you deal with the situation from there. I mean, there's no way at any point in time should anybody, whether you want to, make it lighter or, whatever it is for the person, because your kids, and that's the point, your kids will learn this. And eventually when they also start doing this to their wives, when they grow up, or their girlfriends when they grow up, you probably will be in your old age, and you forget that you were the one who even taught him how to do that. You get it? So let's try and stay away from that. I mean, there's always a way to talk about this. And that's why you go and see the family people and say, you want this person, if you have issues with her, if you have problems with her, you go back to the family, and speak to them that this is not changing. How do we work around it? And then they'll call their daughter, speak to her, and the man is saying this. Is it true? How do you do this? Can you stop it? You understand? So I don't know, but...
I wish men of God watching me can help me with this. There's actually a Bible verse that talks about a man who does not make his wife happy, that he doesn't have what do you call it? Is it favor from God or something like that? If you can, there's a Bible verse like that. I've heard a number of men of God use it in sermons and all of that. I'm trying to get to so that we read it. But then you can share your experience with us if you would love to share. Whatever your thoughts are in relation to domestic violence, please do share your experience. I believe you have our next caller. Hello? Okay, all right. So do join into the conversation. The phone number is currently on your screen. KMJ. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So we're still waiting for your thoughts. You can send them to us by just calling us and speaking to us. Let us know what you think. This week has been really, really traumatizing. And I'm sure many of you who have seen the videos and the images, you've had concerns about it. And you've spoken about it and all of that. But the problem is this: do we always have to talk about it? We have to find solutions to it, so that we don't have to be experiencing these things anymore. Let me get back and speak to Master Planner. I understand you're on the other side. I hope you're good.
KMJ.
Master Planner, what's up? You good?
Alhamdulillah, everything is fine. How about you?
By God's grace, we're good. We're here.
Nice. Thank God. Welcome.
Thank you very much.
We really missed you so much. You are my golden girl.
I can imagine.
Hi, Master Planner.
Now the Friday is Friday.
Yeah, it is. It's Friday.
Morale.
It's Friday.
Yeah. You guys are doing a fantastic job. I
Thank
think
you.
even bringing up this issue really tells a lot about you, Joy Prime. But I will urge you to follow up on the second caller, the woman.
Yeah,
I think
Mercy.
Joy Prime, as an institution, take this and then make a name for yourself. Because the woman, I think she's going through similar that what the other woman went through.
Yeah.
So take up this issue and then let's see how it will end. She also has her rights, and that rights need to be protected.
Yeah.
The man threatened or has even beaten her. That doesn't mean he will stop. If we don't send him to the right authorities, he will continue to do that. Imagine where he followed her to beat her just because she doesn't have evidence. So the police or whoever say you should bring evidence. So if somebody beats you, you don't have any video or picture evidence, it means it's a foolish case. No, we shouldn't be doing this to ourselves. Now, KMG, let me go back to politics as usual. Let me say special good morning to former Vice President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, former President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, former Vice President Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia, and then urge all MPP delegates to vote for Dr. Bawumia, number 3 on the ballot paper. Now, on the issue of the proxy voting, KMG, I think we have to pick up this issue.
Hey, Master Planner, why you are carrying us to the? Let's do that one on Monday. Why? Let's do that on Monday. Today we are sad. Kakra. So let's do that one on Monday. Hey, Master Planner. See, how did they say it? By January, near where we are headed. By end of January, then we all know where we are going with this.
You know, I'm actually just realizing that the shirts that he was wearing, the man was wearing whilst beating his wife, is the same shirts he's wearing when the police caught him.
And there were different days, right?
Yes.
He was arrested on a different day.
After.
Okay.
A day after the video went viral. That was when he was arrested.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that. There's certain things I want to say, but I'm just being guided, you know.
I'm actually doing my very best not to over talk.
Because it doesn't. Oh, Master Plan, are you still there?
I'm still there.
Hey, go and sleep.
Okay, then let me put the politics aside and comment on them.
But you already commented on that. And I go for politics in the bay backing vocalist.
Martin. So you see, this man, I think, is a deliberate attempt, because if you watch the video closely, the canes or the sticks, he hide them behind I think some of the items. When the woman was on her knees begging him, he just went there to pick the cane. So it was an intentional and well planned. But what pains me a lot is that if you look at this man's face, and then this woman has the courage. And sorry to say, this woman has the courage to be lying beside you on bed at night, looking at your face. She has the courage.
That's a father. I like you the more, okay?
Well, I was finding it difficult to go easy.
I like you the more.
Because if you compare the two of them, you can clearly see the difference. But this woman has the courage to be sleeping behind you, and you have the gas to be beating her like this. Look at the scars left on her skin. It's very, very pathetic. I think this man needs life imprisonment. It's not 5 years, 6 years matter. He has to go there with hard labor, not just life imprisonment.
I agree.
Give him one of the funds to be taken care of, so that we'll be feeding our people in school. I think what he did is very, very barbaric. Sorry to say.
Okay.
And
many thanks.
Have to be treating women this way.
Many thanks, Master Planner. Thank you so much for sharing your thought with that. And I like the way the men are, vehemently also condemning this, issue, and it gives me hope, that our generations yet unborn would also have something to hold on to, especially when it comes to relationships, when it comes to marriages and how we deal with women. I mean, it's totally wrong to put a woman in any situation that we're saying. Jemima is on the other side as well. Jemima, good morning.
Good morning.
I trust you well.
I'm okay.
Great. Please go ahead.
Yeah, so here lies the case. I think with this case, this is the first time the man is doing that. With the way he was assaulting the lady, this is actually not the first time he's doing that. Initially, I was also assaulted at home, not by a husband or a boyfriend, but by a soldier man. Like he says he's a soldier man, whereby we rented an apartment with my brother. So we had a tenancy agreement, and initially the room whereby when it's rain, like it's place. So we told them, and they were come to do everything for us. So initially we were there, and they came. They said they are increasing, and I told them that okay, if you want to increase the rent, challenges. So are you going to fix that as well? They didn't give us any reply. So we were there. They served us a letter from the court that we should come. When the court postponed the so I don't normally stay here. I do go and come, So I came home, and that was last 2 weeks, and I took my shower. So when I entered the room, that was when I heard a noise outside. So I stepped out. I asked my junior brother what is going on. He said how do we call it? The caretaker brought in some soldiers. I asked him, did they ask you anything? He said no. So I was like, okay, fine. So they came, they passed by me, they didn't utter a word, they didn't greet me. They went downstairs, and then the caretaker told them that we are owing. I was like, wow. So that was none of my business, so I didn't say a word. So that was when the guy asked him, who are those people owing? Then he was like, the lady standing up there. Then the soldier commanded me, like, hey, calm down. I was like, who are you talking to? And he said, you, hey, calm down. I was like, why will you tell me, hey, calm down? Besides, I don't even know you from anywhere. I can't just calm down. What if, in case I calm down and you pour something on me? I won't calm down. So that was when it was like, I don't respect. So my mom heard the commotion. She came out. When she came out, she asked, what is going on? They said, hey, your daughter doesn't respect. We commanded her to calm down, and she didn't calm down and all that. So that was when they rushed towards me. My mom was telling them that what they did was wrong. They were like, oh, okay, so this is how you guys are. You guys are moving from this house today. They rushed up. They started hitting me, stepping on my abdomen, everything. They just hit me up. It was so bad. So bad. So I took the case to police station. You know how Ghana police services, they stole my 2 phones, everything. I reported the case, and they are just doing it on and off. I should bring evidence and all that. It's very bad. We are in a very bad country whereby they are not helping people to do it. Very, very bad.
Anyway, we're sorry about that, and we sincerely, hope that some of these things.
But are you okay? How are you?
I'm not actually okay. Sorry, I've been bleeding for some time now.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So sorry that you had to go through this. Please do not cut the call, okay? My producer would love to speak with you. Is that okay? Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you so much. Okay, MJ.
So when people go and ask military people to go and help them solve issues or whatever it is, do the military people consider at least hearing from those people first before they go and command them and say, hey, you calm down? Like, can you be human?
Why do we think that instilling fear is what makes you feel like you are in authority? or you have command, or you have control. Why do we have to see or think that when you instill fear in somebody, that shows that you're in control? That's terrible.
It is. Let's go on the other side again. We've got a few people that we're interacting with here on the show with regards to this issue. We have Afua Asantewaa Aduonum on the other side. She's a woman advocate. And if you can hear me, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, it's better now, but I don't know if you can hear me here on the other
Yes,
side.
I can. It's very clear out here.
Great. I'm sure you've followed the conversation about this woman and what happened to her this week and what other people are saying about it. I mean, beyond what we have seen, because obviously it's because the video came out and everybody's talking about it, but you deal with women with some of these issues. What has been the experience over the time?
Thank you very much for having me. And I can already tell that Asantewaa is emotional already. At least women globally are at a point where we are all fighting for this cause. Generally in my, let me start with my inbox. I would say that I usually have about at least 5 cases come through.
My goodness.
Regarding abuse. And let me use your platform, first of all, greetings to everybody watching, to state that it's not just about the physical. We have the financial abuse, the sexual, so it's a broad topic, and women are going through it. I will not lie to you. Either ways, this is obviously went viral. That is why we are having this conversation, but behind us, it's terrible.
Afua, you mentioned that at least you get 5 report, like in relation to this, about 5 come to you through email. What exactly do they say in these emails? What exactly are the problems?
A majority of them has to do with physical abuse, the hits and all that. But this particular one crowns it all regarding, bringing her out, showing her nakedness to the public. Other ones are not able to come clear into details, share pictures or whatever. But emotionally, when you listen to some of these stories, psychologically, if you're not strong, you ask yourself at some point if marriage is found. But then there are other good stories that we can share. So it's not easy. It's not easy at all.
Being a woman, what do you think makes women fear a lot of the times, especially in marriages? They go through this and they keep mute. They don't want to talk about it. They don't want to speak to anybody about it. What do you think is that thing with women that makes us keep mute about situations like this?
It's the trauma, it's the public shame, the societal judgment that comes. Even this video that you've seen, there's going to be some trolls. The woman is going to go through some, neglect, some teasing. Us, we are humans. I mean, we at a point we will forget what she's been through. We will forget her side of the story. It's going to be about her nakedness, what they saw, and all that. People feel ashamed to come out to talk about these things because of what they believe the society will tag them for us. So I think it's one of the major reasons and causes. Sometimes their close or immediate families don't even give them the attention they need. And it's very sickening.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are still here. We are here with Afua Asantewaa Aduonum. Afua is a big woman, by the way. We didn't do justice to,
no.
proper introduction, but Afua is doing amazingly well. She's doing amazingly well, and she's been a woman's advocate for God knows how long. I've worked with Afua for a while now, so I know her personally, and I know how well she's doing, and how passionate she is about women. And so, Afua, I'm happy that you joined us this morning. I'm happy that you joined us this morning to share. Yeah, I'm really happy.
And one thing keeps running through this whole, and I want to find out from Afua, in terms of the reports, the Dovsu reports, and the kind of feedback they get, you know, or the kind of answers they get from these people anytime they make those reports. I don't know whether you followed, you know, a certain case to that limit, and what happened when the case was reported to DOFSU or even the police in your line of, you know, dealing with some of these issues. What's the challenge there? Hello, Afua, are you there? Okay, I think that we have issue with the Zoom connection, so we're going to try and then reconnect with her again. And I think that is becoming the major issue right now, because between you, the one who's been inflicted pains and all of that, and the man who is actually the one doing whatever they're doing, it's DOFSU. Between these two people, it's DOFSU or the police service. So when somebody decides that I'm bold enough to go and make a report, regardless of whatever happened to my relationship or my marriage, because don't forget that the moment you make that decision that I'm going to report the man in my life, you should also be concerned about what happens to the marriage next, or what happens to the relationship next. So when people are bold enough to make that decision, because you should also know that some are very soft to the extent that they know that they are putting their relationship or their marriage on the line. And
they are putting their children also at
exactly
risk. What could come? What will come out of
what happens with the kids?
The lives of the kids.
Is he going to be taking care of the kids? If anything happens, if the unfortunate happens and I can't stay again, is he going to be there for the kids and all of that? So if somebody is able to analyze all of these things and say, you know what,
regardless,
the consequences, I'm going to move on and make this report, then it means that the person has made a very tough decision and the outcome would determine whether she will be at peace with herself or not. So when you get to that point when you feel that even where I thought I could have, you know, safety, I'm beginning to have issues about you are not credible, the things you are saying, we don't believe it, go and bring some evidence, and if you even go and bring the evidence, how to even scrutinize the evidence and make, you know, headway out of it is becoming a problem. Then people will be, instead of going to report, will now decide to just stay with the pain. And that's what we don't want to encourage.
Look at Jemima's case, the lady who called before we started speaking with you.
You think she will go and report again? You think even Mercy, will go to DOFSU or police people and go and report anything again?
She said she's currently bleeding.
Yes.
So is that the level of evidence that they are waiting for to see first before they do something about it?
If I were the brother, I will find Bo. And when the bleeding is, I'll collect all the bleeding.
Oh my God, KMJ.
Yes, no, because what? What else do you want the person to do?
Yeah.
Yes, I'll say you want to see evidence. Here's the evidence. She's been bleeding for the last 3 days. Is that evidence enough for you to go and handle the situation? Because it's not fair.
It really isn't fair. Is Afua back? Do we have Afua? Okay, I think Afua is back.
So, Afua, if you can hear me, before we had that technical challenge, I was asking that one of the most important part of this whole conversation is about how we get remedy for these people. And you can only get that when you go to DOFSU or you go to the police station to make a report. In your line of duty, what have been some of the cases in terms of making a report or going to DOFSU or going to the police service?
Basically, the challenges surrounding this whole thing, the process.
And it's the biggest challenge for me. I think it's the biggest challenge. But how do you move through some of these processes when they make the report? What are some of the challenges that comes with that?
Okay, so we all know that the Domestic Violence Act 2007, Act 732, and the Criminal Offence Act 1960, Act 29 protect women from violence, including beating a spouse or intimate partner as a crime offence under the Domestic Violence Act. But these women gather the courage, go to the police station, go to DOFSU, and it becomes like a daily routine. At a point, there's some sort of power exhibition. The men tend to find their means and ways to, make the case. We all have a popular saying, we say, I have foolish case. And so if the woman is not financially strong, if she's not connected, like this particular woman, when I heard her say that she actually reported to the Ofankor Police Station and they did nothing about it, I asked myself, what is our institution turning into? I mean, if this woman had died as a result of what the husband wanted to do, what would have been the report that she wouldn't have been alive to even defend the fact that she reported the case ever in her life.
Yeah.
And so I'm quite disappointed if indeed what she's saying, allegedly, if it's true that the police station upon several occasions denied her, the access of investigating this man or even locking him up. I heard the other speaker or the other gentleman say, such a man, this lady sleeping by such a man, up until this level, and they couldn't arrest him. It tells you that KMJ, it's our institution is not helping. It's not helping. And this case, we are all following this case keenly because you asked, how are we going to solve this?
I think we've lost her again. I'm sure when we're able to reconnect with her, we'll put her back again. But for me, I still believe
the weather is being funny with our network this morning. But it's part.
There's no sunshine out there.
Maybe I don't know. I don't know what's happening.
You should let us know if there's no sunshine.
Right.
It'll be better. The sun is too hot. Anyway, we're still maybe going to be taking a few thoughts from you, and so please do well and call us. Share your experiences with us.
KMJ, earlier I was talking about a 13-year-old girl who has been beat to death by her parents in Kokrobite. I saw the story yesterday. And it's very sad. Over food. Domestic violence on all levels.
Food.
Now, this little girl, this young girl, lives with her father and her father's wife. So her father's new wife. So her mother is somewhere else. And she comes from school and her elder sibling eats, and then what's left of the food is placed somewhere. She comes from school and goes to eat the food, the leftover food. So this is per the story that some neighbors, of the family were narrating to the media yesterday. So this 13-year-old eats the food. Now her father's wife comes and questions her that why would she and apparently now here's the most annoying part, KMG. The man comes from work, which is the father of this 13-year-old girl, comes from work. His wife tells him, "Obani ye kromfo." Then akrana ya obana ka korea eduane. Then this man gets angry and exerts his anger on this 13-year-old, beats her, leftover food, beats this young girl. And this woman, this husband's wife, it didn't end there. Apparently locks her in a room, takes out the key. So it was the next day that they found the lifeless body of this 13-year-old girl in the room.
What are people turning into?
What are people turning into? Is it poverty? What is it? Are you spiritual? Are you bayi? I don't get it. But anyways, we have our next caller. Hi, good morning. Okay, please call into the show. Please, and when you call into the show and you hear us talking, relax, don't worry. If you don't have airtime, you top up, okay? Top up and call us. Sometimes we get so much into what we are talking about that we have to finish what we are saying, that we attend to you. So please pardon us, all right? When you call into the show and then we are not saying your name or attending to you, please do not.
I'm sure the police have arrested.
Both of them have been arrested. So the man and his wife have been arrested. Anyways, we have Maxwell on. Good morning, Maxwell. Al Hassan. Good morning, Al Hassan.
Good morning. How are you?
Fine, thank you. We are a bit sad about, what's going on in the country at the moment in relation to domestic violence. Yeah.
The story you just narrated make me so sad about the young lady story.
Yes, in Kokrobite.
That is even very sad and annoying.
Yes.
Than the woman that the guy was speaking.
Yeah. Yeah.
if not able.
Yeah.
How will a woman who carry pregnancy 9 months could do that to a young girl, to a human being, not even the young girl, a human being, your fellow human being.
Yeah.
Ghana is turning into something that all of us have to wake up. This is evil. The man who beat that woman, his wife.
Yeah.
I don't know how he will go back and say he should cook for him to eat. He can easily kill you.
Yep.
Oh, yes.
I don't know how people think.
Oh, yes.
It's very, very sad and very, very annoying. But sometimes I think that people married when they don't know the value of marriage. They don't go through counseling. They just marry because of, sometimes I say it's because of pleasure. You get it? So why? And sometimes it's from their homes. When you are a man and you always beat your wife, your children will take it.
Yes, yes. That's true.
I'm very, very sad this morning. Have a good day.
Thank you. Thank you, Hassan, for calling into the show and sharing your thoughts.
And that was a very strong point. And I can actually see a typical example of what I have left. Myself and my siblings have left. I never for once in my life, at least not in the peak of my mom and dad's, relationship. That my dad ever in his life raised a hand at my mom. And so because of that, amongst my siblings, it's difficult. That's an extreme. That's something nobody would even think about. Never. You get it? And that's the example I was making before, and he reiterated that. If you do it and they see it, they will do it. And in your old age, you even forget that you were the one who taught them how to do that.
Look at Mercy's
exactly.
For instance.
See how the man was able to influence the child.
Influencing the child to lie. To lie.
You understand?
What sort of a parent
That's how he was brought up. That's how this man was brought up. That's how he was brought up. So he's going to replicate that, and the child will also grow up and end up the same way. It's just stupidity. I don't understand.
It's berserk. It's insane. It's really insane. And women,
I don't know how people do this.
Do not stop keeping mute. Dear women, stop keeping mute. When they hit you for the first time, they hit you, they're going to do it again.
Of course.
They're going to do it again. And when they do it the first time and they apologize and you take them back, it gives the impression that you're okay with whoever and whatever they are and whatever they bring to the relationship, which is terrible. Let's stop entertaining and enduring things just because we think we are in love. Your mental health is at stake. Your physical being is at stake. If you've got children with this man, these children are at stake. Think about all of these. How can you properly take care of your children when you are not in a proper state of mind? You know? Now, you're just wanting to spend time with friends, wanting to do certain things in town before you come home, all because you're scared to go home because you know that your husband, either he will question a lot of things that are not there, and it will turn into a fight, and before you realize where the blows. Why? KMJ. Anyways, yeah. Anyway, so we have our second person on, and we're excited to have her as well. Awoya Jamia Osumpahema Ebri. She's also a women's advocate. We know her popularly as Michi, but it's only right that we address her as the role she's currently embodying. And so, Awoya, good morning to you. Kindly kindly unmute so we can hear you. Awaya, I don't know, the network is being very unfriendly with us this morning. But pardon us, we'll do our very best to bring her back. Good morning, Awaya. Can you hear me? Okay. All right. Awaya, good morning to you. Hope you're well. And I know that definitely you've seen the viral video of this man, is it Odamte, who beat up his wife. And unfortunately, it looks like that wasn't the first time that he's beat up his wife, because there are pictures, there are images of her showing bruises all over her body that she has had to endure, scars that she has over time, and enduring bruises and all these abuse from her husband. I want to first take your overview of this particular situation, then we'll delve deeper.
Thank you. This is really disheartening. I saw the video. If I'm not mistaken, the lady's name is Harriet. I would like to first acknowledge her, sympathize with her, and I believe she has made several reports before this incident escalated to this point. If I can say, I'm disappointed in the system, or if I can say the judicial system or the police also, because one report should be enough to have checked the situation or called the man to book.
Right.
But then it was ignored. That means that as a woman in Ghana, our lives are practically at risk. If we are going to speak up and not be believed or heard, it's an alarming situation, and I would love to call on the authorities to give more attention to women who come into their offices to talk about these things. I understand that we are from a community that does not want to encourage divorce or whatever, but is it not better to bring up children in peace than in pieces?
That's so true. Awaya, what do you believe should be the way forward for this? Because this is not the first time that we've been advocating for this. This is not the first time that we've had conversations. Summits are organized, conferences are organized. We get just all sorts of things have been done over the years. But it seems there's something wrong that we are not really looking at. What can we really do, especially as women?
We need to support each other much more. If this had been a little more loud, women's part, I believe we could have gotten a group of women who care, concerned females to take this up. Yeah. There are patients that, but you see, like I said before, one report to the police should have been enough.
Yeah.
And so if it has gone on to escalate to this point, then it is our own efforts, collective efforts as citizens to protect ourselves.
What should do? Okay.
I think we should create more groups, more safe, safe groups for people to be able to anonymously, come and talk, feel like this is a place where women are supporting these kind of things. I know there are groups like that, but then how much support do they have?
That's true.
And how much connections do they have to make sure that these things are attended to immediately with the kind of measures or authority that should be put in place to prevent these things? But then we can't also blame the system too much. They've done well. I would acknowledge the DOSU and police for acting, even though they didn't act immediately.
Yeah.
I pray that justice will be served and it will not just be another, excuse me to say, foolish case.
Yeah.
Because I myself have been in the court system for not domestic abuse, but for matters relating to man and woman. I'm not going to give context, but I can say that our system, our judicial system, does not support women.
Right.
So we must demand accountability. We as a whole, we as women, everybody who has come across this case, and anybody else's case that's like this, should stand up. We have social media, we have the traditional media.
Yeah.
We should amplify our voice on being heard on these kind of matters, so that we don't have to keep hearing this every year.
Yes.
Every year we hear of a woman who died from domestic abuse.
Yeah.
Every year we hear of a woman who was maimed. It's a lot. We can only do so much, so all we have to do is plead with the authorities to also meet us halfway.
Unfortunately, we find ourselves in a society where the woman is supposed to be like a shield, a cover for her husband. She's supposed to make sure that the dirty linen of the family is not hung in public or of the marriage. A certain kind of responsibility like that is put on her as the woman, as the wife in the marriage, to always shield her husband, because it's one of the traits that shows that you're a good wife. And unfortunately, we have a lot of women enduring so much. It's very, very unfortunate. With the position that you hold at the moment, and also being a woman, I want you to throw a word of advice, a word of caution out there in relation to women who are like this.
Okay, so domestic violence in itself is criminal and unacceptable. I would want women to feel more confident to come out and speak. Do not give excuses for the children, for reputation. Do not give excuses, because you might not be able to give more excuses from the grave. Talk to whoever. I'm available. I talk to a lot of women in my DM all the time. There are other notable figures who are ready to listen and offer a helping hand. No matter the case, your life is more important than any marriage that is taken from you. And when I say taken from you, marriage is supposed to be a partnership. So if one partner is not performing his rights or her rights, because domestic violence can go both ways. So let's not be too partial and then blame it on the men all the time. It happens with women against women.
That's true.
No matter the situation, feel free to talk to somebody. Walk into any NGO office, social services is there. I mean, there's a host of a lot of people that you can reach out to.
Okay.
Do not die in a situation where you can be saved or rescued.
Awea, thank you very much. That was very profound. KMJ, is there any question you want to ask Awea?
Oh, I mean, she said it all.
Yeah.
My own issue has always been about getting resolution for these people.
Yeah.
You know, and she's mentioned some of the processes she's been through, how it ended up and all of that. You know, I think that moving forward, she occupies a very strong position right now. And I'm sure if she speaks to other women, you know, in coming together to form a very formidable force and ensuring that we don't just hear about these cases, but we are able to, as it were, move it even further, you know, regardless of what challenges that, you know, are there. I'm sure we'll be able to do something. And she should, if you're listening to me, you should count some of us, the men, in. You know, we'll always be there to support and ensure that some of these things are, you know, really taken care of. I see the image anytime, and I see it, I cringe. I'm looking at it right now, and it gives me a certain.
You know, when you hear her story, even first of all, finding out that she's just 32 years, it broke my heart.
You know,
32 years.
Young.
She's so young. She's still so beautiful, and I believe that's the reason that Master Planner had to do that comparison. That a woman as beautiful as her, anyway,
I tried so hard not to even comment.
I will not.
So I was happy when he came to say it.
Yeah, I wouldn't go into that. But then, yeah, that's an image you're seeing on your screen right now of some of the bruises that she's had over time. Her body has endured over time.
So wait,
going through.
So wait, I said, so this is what happens. So after beating the woman with all these things on her body, then you call her in the night and say, "Come and let me rub your body."
I tell you.
I mean your feelings.
Yeah. And
the
there
same
are some
skin
men,
that destroy.
Yes, there are some men who are like that. And that's what I was asking earlier. Why are you mentally, do you believe that you're mentally stable if you think that exerting violence, being violent, or I don't know how to put it again. Yeah, basically being violent shows that you are in authority, shows that you are in control. And that's sad. You are not a man. Unfortunately, you are nowhere close to being a man. This is the woman that you've had children with, the mother of your children. And you see, so per the story that she narrated, how the ordeal happened, they had been separated for 5 months. So you can tell, obviously, there is an outstanding problem between both of them. And the woman had to leave the house. And this man lured her back into the house. You know what he used? That in Krana Bako Yari.
Being smart.
Being smart. And I mean, as a mother, of course, if I hear that my daughter, my son is unwell, I will rush to his or her aid. And he knew that that is what would get to her. And it got to her. And she found herself in the house, only to come and meet this.
Were there people in the house to have stopped him from doing that in any way?
So you could tell that the person taking the video, there were people in the house, but it seems that he's most probably very violent towards the tenants. And so nobody wanted to get involved.
And you don't want to face ejection anyway.
And at some point in the video, there was somebody outside the gates who was, it looks like the person was saying something. He went to close the gate.
To avoid that person. So
yes.
This is fear of...
And the person had no choice than to leave.
Yes, so this is fear of being ejected from the house. So if the landlord says there's a problem with the wife,
yes.
Who am I? Let me just sit back and enjoy, because I can't go and say I'm going to look for a new place to go and stay if he says I should leave the house for filming or recording him to the or reporting him to the police. That's just the case. That's just the case.
Okay.
We've got messages.
Yeah, let's do some messages. I think we have them down there. If you can scroll up.
So this one.
No. This is from. Yeah, we have.
This way.
There's a birthday message. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
It has to be about the issue we're talking about. I'm not reading it all. Yeah. Against emergency. Okay. This one says, "Good morning, Joy Prime. I'm Habib Kwanate from Alaba. I heard you talking about the woman's side. Can you give us the
He's
man's
the same gentleman who called.
No, the man will come and talk about his own.
He's the same gentleman who called.
Good morning, KMJ and the lady in your studio. I'm Big Alaska from Garo, Tempani, and my greetings to all the youth in Tempani constituency and Honorable Joseph and Bella DC of Tempani. KMJ, nowadays you don't give me we listeners enough time to add our voice to national development. And nowadays you read only a few messages on your morning show. Since you resumed, you have never read my message before. Allocate enough time for we the viewers and listeners to add our voice. Thank you so much. And Big Alaska, forgive me. I'm sorry. We'll do better.
KMJ.
We'll do better. Forgive me. I came with too much pressure and ice. So let the ice melt from my body and I'll be stabilized. Right. So that'll be all for this morning on News Flash. It's probably brought to you by Franco Trading Enterprise, Still Phones, Papa Fee, and we're grateful to them. They're running a promotion, 40% discounts. Please do well and get your phones from Franco, your refrigerators, your microwaves, your CCTV cameras. Get them from Franco and enjoy the 40% discount that we're giving to you. Give us a call, speak to us, and be a part of this. I mean, trust me, if you're someone who enjoys, discount like I do, this would be a way for you to go and even enjoy more. All right? Great stuff. December is here, and if you're ready, we are more than ready for you. And we are lighting up the entire season with music, laughter, family, and of course, pure good vibes. Joy 99.7 FM is coming up. 9 Lessons and Carols is on the 13th of December. You don't want to miss it. It's so stirring night of worship, harmony, and joy. Come sing your heart out. And, well, I'm going to be there, so please be there. And Joy FM once again is bringing the party in a pack, and it's happening on the 26th of December. You want to bring the kids, the cousins, the neighbors. It's going to be fun. There's going to be a lot of food, music, and memories all day. You're not missing out for that. And also, we begin the party for the year. So next year is going to be our year. On the 2nd of January, 90s Jam is going to be on. We're kicking the new year off with a throwback explosion. And if you love to dance, the Cool and the Gangs, Thriller, and all of that, well, 90s Jam is where you want to be. And so please show up on the 2nd of January, and let's all have a good time together. All right? Great stuff, Beat and Bass. Keep sending your messages, your 1-minute rap. We're seeing all that you have sent. Those who are also keeping the US coming, continue to keep them coming. We're not done yet, all right? So yeah, it could be you. You may even be the last person that we're waiting for. So please gather the courage and send it to us. And let's show you some love, all right? Great stuff. Now, this one, let me do this one real quick and then we're going. I think it's from Mensa Majid. It says, happy birthday to DJ Buju, former entertainment host on High Radio and after 2 Radio in Obechim, now shining in Canada. And it says, may the good Lord continue to bless you abundantly. Mensa Majid, Bechim, Toronto, sent in that one. So it's going out to you, DJ Buju. All right. I see that'll be off now. We're coming out with that.
That's all, yeah. That's all for News Flash. Thank you to all of you who joined on Zoom, and thank you to those who sent in messages. We really appreciate you. We see you. We love you. Continue watching Prime Morning because there are other exciting segments coming your way. I have trending stories for you. There are stories that are trending. There's sports, some updates in sports for you as well. And we definitely have to sit down for us to see how to or what to anticipate towards Beats and Bars. The biggest rap show to ever hit your screens is coming up pretty shortly right here on Prime Morning. That conversation. So we'll be speaking with MC Kofi Darlington and Sister Sandy. So you wouldn't want to miss out at all. My name is Afua Asantewaa Aduonum, and I'm here with KMJ.
Absolutely.